find the area of the region enclosed by y equals x squared plus 1, the x-axis, x equals 1 and x equals 2. So what would be a useful thing to do here, because it's quite a simple function, x squared plus 1, maybe we just draw it. So you know we're not interested in any negative bits because we know we're evaluating this between 1 and 2. But y equals x squared would do something like that. So y equals x squared plus 1 would just be the same thing, 1 up. So it's going to go through 1 there. Like I say, I'm not really interested in the negative side, so it's going to do something like that. So that is y equals x squared plus 1. And we are interested in evaluating this thing between the x-axis, x equals 1, which looks like that. It can be x equals 1, and x equals 2. It can be something like that. Okay, so, and we want the exact area. We're not doing any kind of estimate using rectangles. If we want an exact area, what we're going to do is use integration. So remember what a definite integral does. If your function is positive all the way, if we just evaluate the definite integral simply, it will calculate this exact area. So it's effectively adding up all of these minuscule rectangles like this and like this and like this, and it ends up being the area under the curve, provided that this function is positive and continuous throughout this interval, and it is. So area equal, we'll call this the area, is the definite integral between 2 and 1 of x squared plus 1 with respect to x. So the antiderivative of x squared is going to be x cubed over 3, and the antiderivative of 1 is going to be x plus x. So we're going to evaluate that at 2 and 1. Remember, we find the value at 2, we find the value at 1, and we subtract one from the other. Specifically, we subtract the antiderivative evaluated at 1 from the antiderivative evaluated at 2. So equals this function for 2 minus this function for 1. So it'll be 2 cubed over 3 plus 2 minus 1 cubed over 3 plus 1. So x cubed over 3 plus x. Well, 2 cubed is 8. So that would be 8 over 3 plus 2, which if we're going to have to add it to 8 over 3, I'm going to call that 6 over 3. Slow there, minus, well, it's 1/3 plus 1 must be 3/3. So that is 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 over 3 minus 4 over 3 equals 10 over 3, which might be more use if you express that as a mixed number. So 3 goes into 10 3 times, 1 left over, so that must be equals 3 1/3 units squared.